Hey guys, JamesMCD Reviews here. Welcome to another episode of the Cinematic Bucket List series, and today we're going to be talking about Dune, released in 1984, directed by David Lynch. This movie tells a very abridged version of Frank Herbert's sci-fi epic, and is about two rival houses fighting for control over the planet Arrakis and the life-preserving spice that flows within it, and the Duke of one of the houses being destined to be the savior and chosen one and everything else. Just like I said in my quick review for Dune Part 1 a couple years back, I have not read this book, but ever since that movie I have been wanting to watch this purely because I've heard it's absolutely insane, and the timing just lined up perfectly with Dune Part 2 coming out very soon, and they actually held a Fathom re-release for this movie in order to celebrate its 40th anniversary. So I figured, what the hell, let's go watch it on the big screen and see how it turns out. And while it's definitely not perfect, and the new 2021 movie is still better, and while this one is very messy and very muddled, I still kind of like it. Like, I feel like this falls under guilty pleasure. But, I mean, I thought it was fun. Like, it had some really enjoyable elements to it. Like, it does get very weird and, like, bizarre, which I guess is what happens when you hire David Lynch for something. But no, I mean, like, yeah, even though it definitely has problems, which I'll get into, I still found myself kind of enjoying it. I think if you're a fan of the book, and again, I haven't read the book, so I don't know, but if you're a fan, I can 100% see how this movie, or how this version would annoy you, because just even without having read the book, I can tell that there are aspects that have been cut or shortened, and it kind of, like, even though you can comprehend it just enough, you know there are elements missing, and that's, you know, the benefit of doing what the modern Dune is doing, splitting it into two parts. You know, you can flesh out characters and details more and everything like that. With this, there are full, like, relationships and events and plot points that are just explained away in a couple of sentences. And it's like, wait, what? How the hell did this happen? And I get, like, you know, that's what happens when you have 2 hours and 16 minutes to condense, like, a however many pages long book with all these details and rich lore and everything like that. But it's very muddled and very messy, and you can tell. A lot of the characters are just kind of there. They're just kind of like mouthpieces for exposition or saying things to make the plot move forward. Like, they aren't exactly, like, fully fleshed out characters. I mean, like, that's not a knock on the acting. Like, even though some get pretty over the top and some are a lot more underplayed, like, you can tell everyone is at least, like, trying. No one seems like they're phoning it in. And there were a lot of fun performances. My favorite characters were the members of the House of Harkonnen, particularly the Baron especially. Like, whenever he showed up, I couldn't help but laugh. Visually, I thought the film looked pretty solid. Like, obviously, you know, 80s technology and modern day technology are very different with the constraints. Like, you can do a lot more now than you could have done then. But honestly, for what they probably had, and I don't know what the budget for this was, but for what they had, I honestly thought there were a lot of things in this movie that looked pretty solid. Like, they actually, for the Fathom re-release, they showed, like, a little behind-the-scenes featurette of some of, like, the model work and how they did some of the practical effects and how they would, like, comp certain models, like, in the same shot and, like, combine them all, and how they built the spaceships practically and how they would position them certain ways to, like, give off a sense of scale. And, like, in the actual movie, like, a lot of the practical effects look really good. I mean, some definitely look better than others. There are a lot of, like, obvious matte paintings and a lot of obvious, very awkward looking green screens, and those fucking worms, man, Jesus Christ. For the most part, a lot of the practical sets and a lot of the practical model work and effects look really cool. Those shields, though. Those fucking Minecraft-ass shields. That is the one thing, like, you can say whatever you want about the new movies, but that is the one thing that they definitely got better. The movie definitely has like an 80s charm to it. Like, you can tell that like everyone involved kind of is aware of what they're in, and at the very least is having fun with it. And it's like, it's something like that could only have come from this set of circumstances of a novel that, you know, people were convinced could never be adapted, and a director, you know, basically trying his damnness to prove them wrong. And again, like I said, while the movie definitely has problems, I don't know, I could see myself revisiting this one at least one more time. And I'm glad that I saw it just so I have like a comparison, at least more of a comparison for the new ones and when Dune Part 2 comes out. But yeah, other than that, I would definitely say this movie is worth at least one watch. It is not perfect by any means. It's fucking insane. There's a lot of stuff that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but I had fun with it, and I think if you go into it knowing what to expect, you'll probably have fun with it too. So, going to my ranking, I would have to give this a 3.5 out of 5. So anyway, that does it for this video. Let me know in the comments if you've seen Dune 1984. Do you like it? Do you hate it? How does it stack up after all these years? Are you a fan of the books? And are you excited for Dune Part 2 coming out very soon? Let me know all that stuff down below. I've got more videos coming very soon. Until then, be sure to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell so you can stay up to date on when I'm posting. Follow me on all my social media. Subscribe to my main channel. Everything you need to know will be in the description. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.